Hello everybody. I'm making this video today for my friend Anna Felix. Anna is helping our community raise awareness for the dangers of fluoroquinolone antibiotics. Her daughter, Alexis Felix, passed away 5 days after taking a fluoroquinolone called Cipro. And we are very sorry for your loss, Anna. Try not to cry to do this video for you. My name is Talia Smith. I became disabled in April 2021 after 3 pills of ciprofloxacin. And on the second day, after my 3rd pill, I ended up in the emergency room. I could not walk and I did not understand what would make me not be able to walk so suddenly. I had no idea what a black box warning was back then. 5 months after taking ciprofloxacin, I lost over 50% of my body weight. I went from 125 pounds to 60, and I was on hospice. Ciprofloxacin is part of a class of antibiotics called fluoroquinolones. Fluoroquinolones have 7 black box warnings, which are the strictest warnings possible on a medication. Fluoroquinolones are the most dangerous drug on the market. Not the most dangerous antibiotic, the most dangerous drug, and that is per the FDA. They have the most adverse events reported of any drug. This is due to the potentially permanent and disabling side effects of these antibiotics. Of these adverse effects, 87% are serious and end up in hospitalization, disability, and even death. In 2016, the FDA created yet another black box warning label that says fluoroquinolone antibiotics should be used as last resort only when no other treatment options are available. Even though that black box warning has been out since 2016, the recommended guidelines are still not being followed, and these fluoroquinolones are still being prescribed as first resort in many cases. In many cases, people don't even need an antibiotic. And which antibiotics are fluoroquinolone antibiotics? Typically, if it ends in floxacin, it's a fluoroquinolone. The effects of fluoroquinolones are cumulative, so you can take a fluoroquinolone 20 times before getting sick. You can take 1 pill of a fluoroquinolone and get sick. Additionally, you can get sick after taking a fluoroquinolone months to years later. So you took the fluoroquinolone and you were fine, and then 6 months later you rupture Achilles heel, and then everything starts falling apart for you. And not everybody experiences these adverse effects. So for everybody out there that says, I took it and I was fine, that's great, and I'm happy that nothing ever happened, but it also doesn't negate that it has happened to other people. Fluoroquinolone antibiotics are known to cause Achilles heel ruptures and tendonitis, the worsening of myasthenia gravis, potentially permanent peripheral neuropathy, potentially permanent and disabling side effects, blood glucose disturbances, psychiatric effects like hallucinations and other things I can't say on TikTok, and heart problems such as aorta tears and ruptures. These are adverse effects that are documented by the FDA. So what happened to me when I took a fluoroquinolone? Everything. Immediately was peripheral neuropathy, pins and needles, numbness in my hands and feet. I couldn't walk. I couldn't put any pressure on my left leg. I started having whole body pain, muscles, joints, tendons, swelling. My vision changed. I had no more peripheral vision, floaters in my eyes that I couldn't see, or stars, or flashes of light in my eyes. My hearing changed. I developed mast cell activation syndrome, which meant I was basically allergic to everything. And that's why I am this way today, and I only eat 6 foods. Now, all these things I mentioned that I developed back then when I took the fluoroquinolone, I still have them. And it's 3.5 years later. Some of my symptoms have decreased, like severity of pain, but I am still in pain every single day. I am no longer on hospice, but I am on palliative care. I require 24/7 care for my survival. If I did not have that care, I would not be here today. I cannot get in and out of bed by myself. I really can't do much by myself. Everybody's reaction to a fluoroquinolone is different. If your reaction is more severe than someone else's, it doesn't mean that you had something else wrong. It just means that that is how your body reacted to that medication. To this day, I am still very sick, still very fluxed, still struggling to survive every day and to get better. If anybody has further questions about fluoroquinolones or what they do to people, you can follow me at Talia Smith 2021 on TikTok. I also have Instagram and Facebook. Finding Vulneraries is another name that I use. The moral of the story is, beware of fluoroquinolone antibiotics. Please make sure you actually need an antibiotic before even taking one. And if you do, and you are prescribed a fluoroquinolone, please ask for an alternative if there is one. There are some infections where no alternatives exist, and in those cases, but those are very rare. Most of the time, you can get an alternative to a fluoroquinolone. I pray for my recovery every day and all the other Floxies out there. And I pray for Anna and her daughter Alexis, who suffered the worst fate possible. I'm very sorry for your loss, Anna. And I hope the people watching this video will heed the warnings of the FDA. Or think about me when you get a fluoroquinolone prescription, or Alexis Felix, or any other advocate that's trying to prevent you from suffering the same fate that we have. Thank you, everybody.